he has addressed, and I would like to once again thank him, because in the year 2015, he interacted personally with the batch of MIT School of Government in New Delhi. Thank you very much for that day, sir. We still remember. My friends, it is now my honor and privilege to read the citation of honor being presented to Shri Gaurav Gogoi ji. Bharat Asmita Jana Pratinidhi Shreshta Award for the Best Young Exponent of Parliamentary Practices. Shri Gaurav Gogoi ji is young leader from the state of Assam in Northeast India, presently serving his second term as the Member of Parliament. He has been very active on many fronts. He served as a policy aide with the Permanent Mission of India in the United Nations in New York and volunteered on various projects in Cambodia, Palestine, and United States. His zeal for environmental causes is reflected in his convenership of the members of the Parliament Group of Clean Air. His key interests lies in economics, ecology, international relations, and youth development. Shri Gaurav Gogoi is one of the youngest and the most promising political leaders in decades. In recognition of his untiring efforts to the developmental initiatives, conservation of ecology, and strengthening the just social justice ideology, Shri Gaurav Gogoi has been chosen today on the 3rd February 2022 to be conferred upon the Bharat Asmita Jana Pratinidhi Shreshta Award for the Best Young Exponent of Parliamentary Practices by MIT World Peace University, Pune. Signed, Bharat Asmita National Awards Committee, Chairman Dr. Raghunath A. Mashelkar, Executive Chairman Professor Dr. Vishwanath D. Karar, Members Dr. Vijay P. Bhatkar, Dr. Shyam Benegal, Sri Nadir Godrej, Madam Ritu Prakash Chhabria-ji, and Founder and Convener Rahul V. Karar. Thank you very much, Shri Gaurav Gogoi sir. Thank you very much for accepting this award. We all are keen to listen to your address. Over to you, sir.
Thank you very much. First of all, let me extend my deepest and most humble gratitude to the members of the award selection committee, comprising of many eminent personalities, for bestowing this great honor upon me. And secondly, let me also extend my deepest congratulations to the fellow awardees who are extremely august personalities, tremendous achievers and icons. The Shri Rahul Karar in his opening remarks spoke about them as well. Dr. Krishna Ella ji, Mani Ratnam ji, Dr. Ramachandran ji, Shireen and others as well. So I think I'm in very august company, and I feel this is a tremendous honor that MIT WPU has bestowed upon me. And I do remember interacting with the students of the university actually at my own residence, and it was a wonderful interaction. And through that interaction, I could see that the MIT WPU is playing a fantastic role in motivating young minds to think differently. And I saw glimpses of the vision, of a very brilliant vision in the opening remarks of Shri Rahul Kararji. And I extend my best wishes. I do hope that the university continues on its journey of inspiring people, young India, to think in a new, innovative, and at the same time in a very traditional manner. I think India is at a crossroads right now. We are at a very critical juncture of the world. It's a transition that we have to plan to, a transition to a greener society, a transition to a more technology um, and say a more technology integrated society. And it's all, and as we transition, I think it's very important that we manage this transition, uh, because if we don't set ourselves on the right trajectory, if we don't give ourselves the right benchmarks, then we might go astray, and then we might lose valuable time that we need to invest in our country and in our society. And I think no, an educational institution is the best place to prepare our young minds for the world that they're going to see. And I think it's very important that at such a juncture that we give them we remind them of certain basic human values that should not disappear. The world can continue to change, but basic values of decency, sincerity, patience, and humility should never change. And I fear that in this transition, as there's more and more advent of social media, we as a society collectively uh, tend to be a lot more impatient. We tend to disagree more, and we tend to listen less. And I think it's very important that we are open and inclusive, and that we are able to listen to each other and be patient with each other. I think we have to understand that we need not rush and be so hasty. And I think that's a very important concept, because in this today's era of social media, it's so easy to get caught up in us versus them. There is no us and them, there is we. And we, the people of India, have the right to think differently, have the right to practice our respective faiths. We have the right to fraternize in our communities. The values which are enshrined in our constitution of liberty, equality, fraternity, justice. I think these are very important values that are enshrined in the constitution. And I think if we remain true to our values, then we will always prosper as a nation and as a society. The very way a corporate entity or an educational institution always reminds itself of what its core values are, and it always communicates those core values to its members and colleagues and peers. I think it's very necessary that we repeatedly go back to what our values are of liberty, equality, justice, and fraternity. And I think there in our constitution, it is broad enough to hold all of us together. And as was said yesterday in the speech by Rahul Gandhi ji, that we are a union of states, and each of our states, whether it's the north, the south, and I come from the northeast, and I understand the feeling of coming from a part of India that does not get talked about much, or even if it gets talked about, it often gets couched in terms of insurgency and violence. That we feel as being from that part of India, that we are Indians as well, and we are part of the national and collective idea and identity of India. And at the same time, the Northeast has its own special place, and so does the South and the North and the West. Every part of India is unique. So again, I have, I think a tremendous amount of responsibility that I feel today as an account of receiving this award. And I again would like to thank the members of the Executive Award Selection Committee, and my best wishes to my fellow awardees, and my best wishes to Rahul Karad and to Dr. Vishwanath D. Karad as well, and to the entire community at MIT WPU. Thank you very much. Have a very nice day.
Thank you very much, Gaurav Gogoi ji. I'm sure your work and your personality will keep guiding everyone in time to come. Thank you very much for being part of this ceremony today and accepting the award. Thank you very much, sir. Bharat Asmita, Bharat Asmita.